go, Reid. Woo! Let's go, Reid.
Alright. Hello everyone. Before I start, the staff would like me to ask if there's a doctor in the house. False alarm, false alarm. I was testing a theory. John told me those are the 7 words that no dentist ever wants to hear. And sure enough, he didn't raise his hand. But hypothetically, let's say someone in the kitchen had an accident with a knife. I imagine John would be like, "I'm so sorry about your finger, dude. I sure hope they can reattach it. But while you were screaming, I couldn't help but notice that you have a huge cavity on your bottom right leg. So you go get that finger fixed and come and see me next week. I'll fix it up." I guess I should introduce myself now. I'm Reid, John's younger brother. I was so honored when he asked me to be his best man, because there are so many people that he could have chosen. If you know my brother at all, you might know that he has a large circle of close-knit friends who are loyal, smart, funny, and good-looking. Unfortunately, none of them can be here, so you guys are stuck with me. I will never forget. Sorry if I'm a little emotional. I will never forget how John asked me to be his best man. Ring, ring. Hello? What's up, bro? Nothing much. What's up with you? You want to be my best man? Sure. All right, love you. Love you too. Bye. So I am the baby of the Pickering family, and I grew up in the shadows of 2 incredible older siblings. Katie and John always set the bar pretty high, but I completed the family and was the best surprise ever. These aren't my words, they're just things that I've heard said about me. All my life, I've looked up to my brother, literally until I was about 10 years old. It was awesome having a brother that everyone looked up to. And I remember in elementary school, we had to write an essay about our hero. And for me and a lot of my friends, it was easy. It was John. Even young kids knew what a special and great person he was. Of course, there was always that one friend who was like, "I'm going to write about Spider-Man." And I'm like, "Dude, you know he's not real, right?" But not to worry, that friend did just fine. He got into Alabama, so he's doing fine. For me, I didn't want to be just like John. I wanted to be better than John. At literally anything. For those of you who know my brother, you know he's the type of guy who is good at anything he tries. For example, he's never played basketball in his life, but if there is an open court next door, he will literally destroy it. It became obvious pretty early on that I was never going to best him in any athletic endeavors. His nickname growing up was literally White Lightning. I'm sorry, I hope I didn't offend anyone. I'm not sure what I still can and can't say. But that means he was the fastest athlete on any field that he stepped on. And for any of you that grew up with him and you're thinking, "I was just as fast as him," dude, you need to stop lying to yourself. So, there's actually still an urban legend about John from our high school. When he played football, to specify, he was the kicker, so I don't know if that's still considered playing football. Apparently, his 40 time was so fast that the coach wouldn't tell him or anyone else for fear that it would upset the rest of the team. Meanwhile, when I played high school football, I'm sure the coach didn't tell me or anyone else my time because he probably became too upset to speak when he saw it. So I thought maybe academically I could beat him, and I tried pretty early on. That first standardized test I took in elementary school, I did pretty well, and I wanted to compare my score to John John's. But my mom couldn't find his scores in the 45 boxes of John John memorabilia she has in the basement. I even tried to beat him at our dental appointments, which is pretty ironic. And of course, you guessed it, John John never had a cavity. Although there was one time when he had a pre-cavity. But isn't that just a cavity that isn't too bad? What does that even mean? I'm gonna guess this is the same dentist who told John John his bottom teeth needed pre-braces. Sorry about that. He said he wanted it to be a roast, so. But getting back to being better, I finally did it. My GPA after 2 years at Georgia, go Dogs, slightly better than his. But tonight, he married Olivia. Well played. So speaking of Olivia, John, your wife looks insanely beautiful tonight. And again, I'm so happy that I got to be the one standing beside you when you married the girl of our dreams. And honestly, a lot of guys would not want me standing beside them. Ever. But John, I want you to know, from the bottom of my heart, 6'1" is still tall. Seriously though, on behalf of the Pickering family, I want to thank the Hughes family for this incredible weekend. And Mom and Dad, thank you for last night. This event is absolutely perfect, and we are all so blessed that our families found each other. One of the nicest things I've ever heard is when Dr. Hughes, Chuck, shared the story about how he knew that John and Olivia were meant to be. And he mentioned this in his speech too. I'm quoting him here. Pink is the only person on the face of this earth who can look at Olivia when she's being ridiculous and say, Olivia, you're being ridiculous. And she will acknowledge it. That story is my answer every time. So everyone, please raise your glasses to Dr. and Dr. Pickering. John and Olivia, I hope the love that surrounds you in this room tonight sustains you and your family forever. I love you, big bro, and my new big sis. Cheers.